For as long as there have been railways, there are always stories to tell. Some can be tales of engineers and their engines who have become a hero to those around them. Others can be legends of spirits who are lost yet seek to be free of their ghostly prison, be it either good or bad intentions to do so. However, there is one story that stands out from all the rest. Some will even say that it managed to rewrite history for railways itself. It all started a long time ago on a little island called Sodor. There were 3 different railways on the little island: the Sodor and Mainland Railway, the Wellsworth and Sudbury Railway, and the Tidmouth, Knapford and Elsbridge Light Railway. This third railway in particular ran through the big towns of Tidmouth and Knapford to a junction at Elsbridge, where it ran up a branch line and ends at a small area called Farquhar. The railway was run by 4 little engines that had been built by the railway's chief mechanical engineer, Sir Charles Topham Hatt. At first, the railway was doing well for itself, but soon enough, the trains were getting bigger and heavier. The little coffee pot engines weren't designed for such work. The managers had to take action and find a solution, but it seemed that no one could think of an idea that wouldn't damage their finances further. Then one day, a young gentleman walked into the manager's office. He introduced himself as Burnet Stone, who lived up alongside the Farquhar branch. He was an old friend of Charles, and he wanted to offer his services as he claimed to have the solution to their problem. The manager was skeptical at first, until Burnet showed the blueprints he had drawn up. Speechless and amazed by the context within the drawings, the manager agreed and gave Burnet a space in their workshops to construct his masterpiece. The months passed, and Burnet worked on his engine in secret. The only person who did know was his wife Tasha. Topham helped Burnet as much as he could, but was always too busy maintaining the coffee pots. But at long last, after weeks of hard labor, Burnet's engine was finally ready. A big crowd had been called to the workshops, from railway staff to townsfolk to even members of the railway board. Steam filled the air as the engine puffed slowly out of the sheds and into the daylight for the first time. The engine was of a unique design that no one has ever seen before. It was painted in the most elegant shade of magenta, but still held the railway's initials on its side tanks. What made this engine even more special was the brass nameplate underneath the lettering, which read Lady Tasha in bold letters. The manager was very much speechless, as was the crowd, as cameras flashed all around. The little engine was a bit shy at first, but soon warmed up to the attention she was receiving. The little engine was soon put to work. The crews were surprised at how smoothly she ran along the rails, and her immense strength was a massive help in hauling the heavier trains. She was doing so well that the railway was starting to turn profits once again. The manager was very pleased, as this meant he could finally purchase a tender engine for passenger work at long last. Burnett was especially pleased and always waved to his engine as she would whistle while passing his little cottage almost every day. One day, the little engine had stopped at a station with a small goods train. The driver and fireman had just uncoupled her and prepared her for shunting when they were called over to the station master's office. What happened next, no one knows. Perhaps the driver had left the brakes off, or perhaps some boys had fiddled with her controls. No matter the case, the little engine started moving out of the station and onto the main line, picking up speed as she went. She tried to stop, but she couldn't without her driver and fireman. All she could do was whistle loud and long, alerting everyone of the danger. Someone! Anyone! Please help! Help! Suddenly, she noticed the sharp curve on the line in front. Knowing what would come next, the little engine prepared herself as she shut her eyes tight. A works crew was called to the scene and prepared for the rescue. But when they peered over to where the tracks stood above from, there was no sign of the little engine anywhere. They searched the entire area but found no trace of her. The manager ordered a search party to find the little engine. Everyone searched all across the island, but to no avail. After weeks of searching, the manager called off the search and had to find a replacement engine before the railway went under. Burnett was devastated by the news. His wife and children did their best to cheer him up, but poor Burnett never recovered. Every day he would sit outside his little cottage, hoping that one day his engine would return to him soon. One late cold winter night, Burnett was returning home after a long day of work. But as he was about to open the door to his cottage, he heard a noise. It was faint, but he thought he could hear the sounds of a steam engine's whistle, followed by the sounds of puffing coming towards the little station where he used to stand. The sounds were getting louder and closer, all too recognizable to the old man as a smile formed upon his face. Without thinking, he ran down to the platform, hoping to see who was coming along the track. As he stopped within the station, he saw bright golden light starting to fill the area. With the sounds of the engine coming into the platform, there was a big whoosh of steam. It was so bright, Burnett had to cover his eyes. When the light dimmed down and the steam cleared, Burnett opened his eyes and stood aghast. There, standing in front of him, was an all-familiar magenta-looking engine, but she somehow looked different. Her smoke box funnel and buffers were now as shiny as her brass dome, almost as if they were made out of solid gold itself. He also noticed the word "lady" written on her side tanks. It looked as if it was his own handwriting. After a few moments, the engine finally spoke. "Do not be so confused, Burnett, for it is still I, your creation. I was saved by the gods above, those who have bestowed me with this gift of a new life. I am the one who must bring balance and life upon the rails across the country. You've done your part, Burnett, but now it is my turn to do mine." Snowflakes soon started to fall down from the sky. The little engine looked beyond and smiled. "It seems my visiting time is up. Promise me this, Burnett. Promise me that you shall tell everyone of my tale. I wish for my story to stay in the minds of many, and to pass the story along to their own people. Keep my memory alive." Burnett nodded calmly with a warm smile. As the snow settled upon the station, the little engine slowly began to pull away. "Goodbye, Burnett. May you always have a shining time." As she blasted her whistle, the noise echoed into the cold and empty air. With a whoosh of steam, the engine faded away into the night. As promised, the engine's story spread across the island. Eventually, it soon reached the entirety of the United Kingdom. Among the variations of the tale, rumors began to form. Some say that the engine is the one who chooses the life and or death of engines. Others say she's an all-powerful goddess that protects any engine from harm. But amongst them all, the legend that was written states that the little engine can only be seen by those who have been awoken by her, or to those who have a special connection to her magic. It is always stated that she has her own little line that only she could enter, full of luscious green meadows with flowers and trees all around. Some say that if you find a particular set of buffers and read out the magic words, you'll be able to enter. But those words are only known by those who have spoken to her and are sworn to secrecy in order to keep her home safe from any harm. Nobody knows if this engine truly does exist. But I suppose some legends are best left to be. All we can say for sure is that the idea of a magic railway is certainly one that we can only dream of.
What was that about?
Right, he's in here, yeah?
Yep. Let's just hope we can get him going.
Hello there. Listen up, boy. Henry ain't starting up properly, and won't be ready for the first train.
We would have gotten Alfred or Eagle, but they've got their own work to do, so... Would you like to come out today?